So it's been a slow week. I had 2 shoots last week, but they were both under NDA, so I was not allowed to post or shoot anything with that. But yeah, when I don't have much going on, this is kind of like the best time to kind of go through, check all my gear, get everything reorganized. A lot of stuff, whenever you have multiple shoots, just gets out of place. So the current goal today is to actually update my Sony FX6 to version 4. I'm on version 3 right now. They added D-Squeeze and Cine EI Quick. And then the second thing is Sony has come out with their monitoring app. More so for me when I'm doing interviews and I'm sitting in for myself, I can check it more accurately than trying to squint look at the monitor. So real quick, what makes this pretty cool is that you can control all of your settings of the camera with the iPad. So you can see the delay. And also this like picture quality is kind of not the best. So I can't even tell when something's really that out of focus. It just all looks a little blurry, but it does have touch control, which is cool. I can use the zoom function that it has. So again, kind of delayed. So it can't play your main files, which is kind of a bummer. I hate the playback system on the FX6. I think it's awful. I was trying to see if I could just download it to the iPad, but I cannot. This is kind of pointless to me. But yeah, I think when setting up interviews, I think this is great. This is gonna be really good. Happy with this. I think it's really cool. So now that the holidays are coming up, esports has slowed down with all their tournaments ending. Work has just been a little bit slow for me, just getting scattered jobs here and there. It's also not that bad because it does give me time to catch up, clean out my vehicle, get my gear organized, and just kind of reassess everything that I have going on. Also debating selling this Molus X100 light. As much as I love it, I think it's extremely small. I've got nothing but good things to say about it. The only problem is that it has this battery bank, which is kind of a pain in the butt to charge. It takes a while to charge. And it powers this at 100% for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is just not enough time for me to not be like focused on it and worrying that it's gonna die. And on top of that, if I did want to plug it in, you know, the brick is just as big as these other lights. This is like a $400 or $500 light. It's just I haven't been finding enough use to keep it around. Also, with all this free time, now I can learn how to do this one-handed. Look at that. I'm now a professional. Take one. That's not cool. Look at that. I wouldn't be able to do that if I had jobs. Took a small shoot in Houston. Wasn't the best paying job. It pretty much covered me going out there, plus a little bit of change. Me and my wife ended up making kind of a weekend trip out of it, so it really kind of worked out. And I made a good connection. The guy I worked for is pretty well established, gets jobs pretty often, and is looking for people that he can trust to come help him shoot. Before the gig was even over, he was just explaining to me how happy he was with my work ethic, being able to get stuff done, and kind of just alleviating some of the pressure of shooting this event. Something that may not pay financially a ton now could end up paying a lot for me in the future. And it's always nice just to expand my network and just gain more experience doing different jobs that I wouldn't normally be able to do. One thing that's extremely interesting to me that he was telling me after the shoot was over is that he has had such a hard time finding people who are both good at shooting and have professionalism whenever they're at these shoots. He says a lot of the times he finds people through social media and stuff who are talented at what they do, but when they get on set, they don't know how to get off their phone, they don't know how to stop posting things to Instagram for themselves, maybe even talking to his clients and trying to take them. So I think it's interesting whenever you talk about someone's ability to have the maturity to come on set with the talent that they bring to it. It's not always just how good of a shooter are you, it's how mature and how professional can you be. Got a shoot today. It's a passion project me and S are doing. So keeping it real simple, I'm bringing the FX6. S is gonna pretty much provide everything else. He's bringing lights, he's bringing audio, he's bringing his FX3s. Just a quick little interview documentary type thing for this barber that I met not long ago. We kind of just wanna keep practicing, get some spec work done, so that's what we're doing today. Also, big shout out to Cord Bag. They sent me this care package. They actually just made me an ambassador, so you can use code LOJ15 for 15% off. But so as you can see here, it kind of connects to the bags that they make, and then you can just wear it. So this is perfect, especially when you're carrying around like an audio bag or cables or whatever. They have their new Y wraps, a way to keep your equipment protected. So I think I'll probably use these whenever I travel. This thing's really cool. It's the Pals Molly adapter. Basically the way it works is it attaches to your belt loop right here, and then using the built-in clips that are on the bags already, you can hang multiple bags off of your belt. So probably a lot of cool ways to use this. I'm definitely excited about this, and I'm excited about the sling for sure. Thank you, Cord Bag, for sending this out. And if you are interested at all, then use code LOJ15 and help a brother out and help a really cool company out. So this project is one of the most exciting projects I have got to do in a very long time. I've been wanting to find people who are doing something cool and then just telling their story. So not long ago, I was out doing street photography and I ran across this barber and his shop while he was outside smoking a cigarette. And I asked him to take some photos. He agreed to it. And we kind of just struck up a little bit of a conversation. And for about 4 or 5 months, I've had this idea in the back of my mind if I want to shoot a little documentary on him, his shop, and everything about it. It's in the middle of downtown Dallas. It's super cool. So I hit up S, and he was all for it. And we decided to break this up into basically I would direct it, he would DP it. And our buddy Cody, also known as Killer Frames, decided to join in as well, shoot some BTS, shoot some B-roll, help us out. And it was just a really fun experience and shoot to get to do because there was no one to tell us how we had to shoot it. We got to decide on our own. We got to come up with the visual ourselves, the story, everything about it. Now this video is going to go up on the Film Club YouTube channel along with some BTS and how we did it, but I also wanted to post it here to show you guys just a little bit of what we've been doing. And the goal with that channel is to show off some of the work that we do, some of the passion projects, show the work, show behind the scenes along with the podcast and everything. And I think it's going to be really dope. I think we're going to be able to provide some pretty cool content. I've had more fun editing this project than I've had editing any other project in the last 8 months probably. So I basically ran the FX6 handheld getting B-roll. Cody ran on the FX3 with the 7200 grabbing B-roll. And then S set up both of his FX3s with the Aperture 600X. Boom mic, all that. And we basically just made a really cool scene, documentary, whatever you want to call it, out of this tiny shop with all the gear that we own.
I'm Steven Lopez, owner of the Pegasus Barbershop.